Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 84 of the Realm Recap. I am Jason from Yakface.com, joined as always by Flyguy from Flyguy.net.
Good evening, dude. Good evening, interwebs. Another week, and can you believe we're just talking? I can't believe, actually, it's like a week and a bit away. 9 days? Something like that? Crazy.
8 days, I think, yeah. It's been, since our last show, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened, from official stuff being released, unofficial stuff being released, the hand of God coming down and smiting sites for sharing photos from store-bought product. It's been one of those weeks where there's a ton to talk about, most of it regarding toys. But yeah, again, we're only a week away from us standing in a line again for a Star Wars movie. I never thought it would happen. So
it's been a long time.
I know,
and a long time, actually, if you think about it, since the last movie. So
yeah. Yeah, we'll get to here towards the end. But there was a new trailer, a Japanese exclusive trailer that was posted on YouTube, and it will knock you out if you're into digesting those before the movie comes out. I mean, there's a ton of not spoiler stuff in it, but it's loaded with new footage. Really great stuff. Some great lines, and I just can't believe it.
It's just to say very briefly, it's fascinating to see the difference they do for a Chinese market as opposed to a US market, and all the little different countries getting very focused on Kylo Ren. And anyway, we'll talk about that. But
yeah,
very good, very good,
very good. So we will start things off with basically what happened like the day after we did our show last week. Someone had posted over on Jedi Defender a bunch of hidden product that was posted on the Amazon Canada site. And these vary from, regular basic action figures that include, the Build-A-Weapon parts, like this junk dealer, Unkar Plut.
What a bizarre looking, but great looking figure in some ways. Yeah.
Again, these are all the 5 POA type figures, but this is, one of the guys that ties right in with that 3-pack that came out with BB-8 and the Thug and whatnot. So
Cars Thugs, yeah.
So this is one of their leaders of some sort.
Exactly.
They're pretty cool.
They are very cool.
We get a new Finn, which confirms his name as far as being Finn. Probably isn't his born given name. It's probably a nickname for his FN 2178 designation. Or 87, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's clearly not a clone, and they've already mentioned that moved on. So, kind of weird.
Yeah, great looking.
Great looking weird. Yeah, he looks fantastic in his outfit there with these kind of blood hands all over the helmet. So, what a nice, simple one for Hasbro to redo.
Yeah.
Bit of blood, and off we go.
Yeah. And the Build-A-Weapon parts looking a little better than some of the other ones. What else was in there? I think, was there another one if you scroll down a little bit?
Rex
was in there. We had seen loose shots of Rex before, but this is the first carded shot we get a look at. A great portrait, once again, done by Pilot Studios, who does all of Hasbro's packaging.
Yeah,
cool looking shot.
That's a really good shot. Yeah, looks nice and chunky the way he is in the TV show. So yeah.
Let's see what else. There was another one released. The Hask Thug was back in there too. I think we might get to that. I'm not sure if they posted a picture in there. It was right under the Rex image. It was just a link, but the link might be disabled now.
Let's have a little look, and we'll see if we can get back to that. Underneath the Rex, I don't see Hask Thug. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. See if that's photo 4. Yeah, they've removed it.
Yeah.
So.
But if you just search for the name, you'll you'll be able to find it. We'll have a link probably.
Sure.
Yeah. You're going a little staticky there again. But
okay. We'll try our quality here. We'll lower it down, see if that helps.
Okay. Let's see. There was another. This one was one of the class 1. I think it's 2 vehicles. This is Ezra with the speeder from the first season of the Clone War, or not Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels.
And that looks good. I like that. Is that the first time we've had his proper lightsaber that I can recall?
No, he came with that just recently in the Force Awakens line. But this figure is a retool where he's got new legs because he's got his little pouch and little straps on his legs. And then this one also has the scars on his cheek from getting tapped there with the lightsaber.
That's a great looking speeder bike. Like,
yeah. Hopefully we get some Imperial repaints of that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you can go repaints. It's Hasbro. This is what they do.
Yeah. Let's see. There was another one here. I'm not sure which one this is. Okay, it's 2 packs here. There is Sidon Ethano, which is the guy who's got the red-looking helmet.
These are amazing. Yeah, Crimson. I thought he was called something else, the Crimson something. Can't remember.
I think that's the name of his ship.
These are fantastic looking characters. So,
yeah. And first mate Quigold.
I know.
Kind of cool. Very
cool. They're certainly really bringing back the kind of, to me, the original kind of almost like Cantina, like just bizarre but great looking aliens and kind of Return of the Jedi stuff as well. Just really off the wall, all shapes and sizes, all species, great and small. But yeah, they look fantastic. Very good.
Let's see, what else was there? I believe, let me pop up my notes here once again. There was a Snap Wexley and Snowtrooper Officer.
That's right. Let me just, that was on Rebel Scum. Let me pull that up. Yep, here we go. And Snap's made an appearance in a couple of places actually recently. You and I were talking about that in Lego as well, but yeah, Rebel Scum got a huge photograph here of Rebel Pilot. With a goatee.
Yep. So that was confirmed as the actor Greg Grunberg or something like that.
Oh, I mean, from Heroes originally.
Right. So that's one of J.J. Abrams' personal friends.
Nice if you know J.J. to get a part of the Force Awakens, but it's good looking. In fact, that was like a gigantic grappling hook. That Luke would have at the AT-AT.
Yeah.
But a little big though. But they're good looking figures. Love that Snowtrooper. Love that Snowtrooper.
Yep. And that's basically a repaint of the one that came packed with the First Order Snow Speeder.
That's right.
That one came with a red pauldron, and this one is just an all black. So another chance to get a great figure if you're into these. I am. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, this next one here, this is because of how sensitive people are for spoilers, we're not going to share the actual image of the figure, and because, well, we probably get some sort of YouTube strike or something against us if we shared it, but there was an image that was posted by Star Wars Action News on their Facebook page yesterday of a new Rey in Resistance outfit figure that was purchased at Target in Omaha, Nebraska, along with Han Solo, the one from The Force Awakens, and this Hask Thug guy, who's the third part to build a weapon piece. And I don't think they realized what they posted at the time, but because it was a brand new reveal, and this figure wasn't supposed to be out yet, from all understanding. This comes from later in the movie. I think Hasbro said and stated that most of the product that was going to come out before the movie was all stuff that happened in the first third of the movie. So this is clearly not from the first third of the movie, because this is more toward, I'll just say it's more towards the end. But she includes an accessory, and the card art shows her with a certain accessory that confirms certain speculation that's been out there for a while. And people were pretty upset that it got posted. And that main person upset, or people upset, was Disney, because they issued their cease and desist order for posting that image.
I don't know about you, but I find Disney to be really quite disgusting in this. And I know that's a strong word, but it really is quite disgusting. I understand this is an image they don't want to spoil for certain people or parts of the movie.
Right.
But if you're going to be so damn sensitive about it, don't release the product from your distribution center until a certain date, i.e. the release of the movie. Don't blame end users and fan sites for posting a picture of a product they find at a Walmart or Target, whatever it was.
Yep.
And all these sites and actually send legal takedown notices for a product. This is truly disgusting to get litigation and lawyers and attorneys involved and charge people with this. I'm quite appalled, actually. I really terrible, but that's my view.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
From what I had seen elsewhere was that there was someone that simply retweeted an image.
Yes.
Retweeted the image, and that person was issued a cease and desist order through Twitter.
And you know what it's like as well, YouTube, Twitter, all these sites, their first reaction or first policy is take down and then sort out the issue. So you don't even get a chance to argue and say, hold on, this is legally bought or whatever. Or heaven forbid, as we were saying, these Lucasfilm could have asked nicely. Right.
Because they forced Facebook to remove, or they requested, or someone filed a claim, and Facebook removed that image from Star Wars Action News' Facebook page. So they, Arnie and those guys over there, they didn't take it down. Facebook took it down for them, essentially. It's just one of those things. It's clearly was meant to be a surprise or something. It was
sure.
Reason why she hasn't been shown in that particular way in any of the marketing, any of the posters, any of the clips. I think there was one of those Disney behind the scenes things that just aired recently, and it showed her in that outfit, but you didn't see the full outfit. But she clearly didn't have the extras that she's packed with in that figure, in that bubble. So yeah, it would be very simple for Hasbro just to sit or be told, hey, you can't ship any of these any of these products from China or wherever until X date. Make it a street dated product that's well after the movie is released if they don't want to spoil it.
But then instead they turned around and got their attorneys to paid money to get attorneys to chastise fans who paid money to them to buy their products, and were so excited to promote it publicly that they slapped them down.
Yeah.
Disgusting. But this is the world we live in.
Yeah, it was quite the ordeal the past couple of days. I mean, I didn't get issued one because when I posted it, I just thumbnailed it, just part of the package, nothing spoilery, and directed, gave people the option to go and check it out. Other sites, they full on posted it for everyone to see. Not the way I would have handled it, but
I didn't even post it at all. I knew this was going to be a stinker, but it was 5 POE, so I was less interested. But yeah, it's
right. So anyway, it was one of those things that happens a few times a year where there's cease and desists that go about, and
I don't think it's over yet. I think, as we were saying, there's going to be huge spoilers next week. Someone's going to blab and someone's going to say something because somebody can't shut their mouth that they've got to see the film first. It's going to happen, mark my words. But
so people have the option to bail from social media. No one is forcing you to be online. So if you were to happen to see something, it's no one's fault but yours. I guess.
Shield your eyes. Turn off the internet for a week. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on to the next bit of less traumatic news. There's a bunch of 6-inch related stuff that happened over the past week as well. Over on Instagram, someone had posted images of new Black Series figures. Where is it there? Han Solo, package shots that we hadn't seen yet. If you scroll down a little bit farther in that feed, there you go. The Flame Trooper, which were I think we talked about last week, rumored a little bit.
I thought that, yeah.
Again, a great looking figure. What else? There was Finn, as we thought. And it's kind of funny because you and I were talking either before or after the show that Chewbacca 2 and Finn 2 were code names for these figures.
Yeah.
In a case. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, that Finn figure looks, again, pretty good. And it's retooled, too. It is
retooled. A little shorter as well. Yeah, sorry, I'm on to Jango.
A little stockier body.
Yep.
So nice of Hasbro to offer us some new tooling there.
Absolutely. I'm kind of digressing a little bit, but one thing I just noticed there was the Django's kind of dirty chrome kind of aspect there. Could have been something they could have done on Phasma, but it's they didn't. So anyhow.
And there was the Django package shot as well. These subsequently, after getting posted on Instagram, they were found somehow or put online on eBay, and they were going for $60 each on eBay. I know of someone that bought some. It wasn't me, but
yeah, no Lucasfilm or Disney takedown there, but
no,
bizarre, just bizarre. What a bizarre, strange company. Never mind.
That Django's a great looking figure, though.
He's turned out a lot better than I thought. The glam shot we saw, I've often said that glam shots sometimes when we finally get to see them are nothing like it, but I think that's a pretty bang-up job for Tamura Morrison 6-inch scale.
Yeah.
The skin color they've got right. I mean, like we saw Rey had a kind of very pale complexion, I should say, but that Django's really on the money.
Yep. Jedi Temple Archives posted their reviews of these two figures. Han has got some issues, I think. His hair is really weird color, not gray, or I don't know, he looks like a younger self. And the paint is really modeled on his sleeves. It's just not very good.
And it kind of doesn't blend with the jacket at all, because it's not a waistcoat.
Right.
Did he wait? It's a complete jacket. So
hopefully that gets sorted out maybe as production goes, but this is not very promising for considering the gorgeous figure that was shown again, like in the promo images released by Hasbro, as they always do. They Photoshop the shit out.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah, it's all super modeled up the wazoo. It's which I understand, but don't make it look like nothing that we're getting. But,
let's see.
So,
Wave 3, Seamus Gamus has found more figures. Seems like he's our go-to source for new product in the Great White North.
Thank you, Seamus. I love you, dude.
He found the Wave 3 of the Black Series 3.75-inch, which includes the Finn, Poe Dameron. Who else is in there? Rey.
I think there's repacks of the Stormtrooper as well.
Yep, and the Han Solo and trench coat.
Yep, he's kind of down there, down at the bottom. Yeah.
So,
yeah, still, you saw these today. You were store, didn't you? You found them today?
I found Wave 2, which was
Wave 2.
Yep, the Kylo Ren, Princess Leia, and Stormtrooper figures, which was great. What else? He also found Wave 3 of the 6-inch line that was hitting up there, which includes the Resistance Trooper and the TIE Fighter pilot. Yeah, so
good.
Those will be hitting here very shortly, I would think.
Well, I think, once December 18th comes and goes, it's all fair game, isn't it?
There's going to be a lot of stuff that hits. You can kind of tell at retail now. some of my stores this week have been the fullest they've ever been. Like
really,
pegs loaded with product.
no here. Empty. If you like Nerf, you're in. Marvel Masters or Star Wars Masters, you're in. Everything else, dead. Even all the 5 POE's gone, all the vehicles have gone. Target, Walmart, everywhere. It's, kind of crazy.
Yeah. What else? 6-inch Black Series Darth Vader Emperor's Wrath popped up yesterday on Walgreens.com again. So if people were looking for that still, you had a small window there of being able to get that. And right before the show started, the Black Series Battlefront Shock Trooper went back up on Walmart, and I think 2 people were able to order one of those, and then it went back to sold out. So I know Chris Perillo was looking for one, and I quick sent him a tweet to see, to help him try to get one. I probably should have just bought the damn thing, but no, he missed it. So it was briefly available.
I think the last time it went up, we just finished the show, I think, last weekend. It was like 1 in the morning or something. And I thought, what? This is available? And then it was going. So gotta be fast.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of ordering online, new pre-orders at Dorkside Toys.
Yeah, all the new figures are up there too. These are going to be, these are great looking waves, I have to say. I'm really getting more and more drawn to Asty. And his 6-inch guys. I really like that guy. And TIE Pilot, awesome, up for that. Snowtrooper, again, I mean, we've kind of had it, but it's slightly tweaked, obviously, without the pauldron, and I think slightly different blaster. I can't remember offhand. But Ray's been wiped out at every store and online place that I know of, so it's good that we're getting her back. And Kylo, I mean, he's just going to be huge again after the movie. I think everybody that didn't get him, he has another chance to get him. So, yeah, there's plenty of new waves and ways you can order, and if Marvel's anything to be going by, they're selling it like crazy as well. So yeah, definitely place a pre-order. You know the drill that we will always recommend. Place a pre-order, at least you've got a chance of getting the thing. So that's the way to do it.
Very good. And then there was also Dorkside Toys had also posted the case breakdown of Wave 6, which was nice to get confirmation as to where those figures fall.
That's right. So coming January the 1st, first order Snowtrooper ×2. So again, another great opportunity to army build. Han Solo that we just talked about with the slightly odd jacket. Rebels Kanan Jarrus. Again, we saw that at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
The glam shot. Ahsoka we saw there as well. Or Kanan, I think we saw at Toy Fair, one of the two. And episode 4 Luke Skywalker. So Farmboy Luke, yes, that's it. So coming January the 1st, you can pre-order these. So December 31st at midnight, get online and place an order. Unfortunately, you can't get it before then. So Hasbro will not allow it. They will send you a cease and desist. I'm kidding.
They probably will. Let's see what else. Moving on to some more upscale products, Sideshow and Hot Toys and all those goodies. Hot Toys put up a pre-order for a new first order Stormtrooper, which kind of looked like a cash grab at first, but this one is called the Jakku exclusive. I'm not it's kind of an oddly named figure. I don't know why it would be called Jakku exclusive, but anyway, it's essentially the heavy gunner version of the first order Stormtrooper, but it includes a backpack as well. Kind of like how the Snowtrooper includes the backpack.
That's right.
One, and I think at first people, I know I did. I'm like, they're just re-accessorizing one. This isn't going to be, it didn't foresee it being in the movie. But there was an image that was posted on Twitter the other day, and I managed to scope it out. If you click that image again, you could see the trooper on the far right, or far left, is that exclusive Jakku figure, which has the backpack and
that's him.
The extra gear. So
when Hot Toys, for those that don't know it, if Hot Toys do a movie promo edition, it generally means it's not a very wide quantity. So I mean, obviously that they realize, I think, obviously that they're releasing a kind of mishmash trooper, and people may have already placed pre-orders. So it won't be one that will be in massive quantities. But I actually really like him. I think he's a great mashup of all of them. So
yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah, give me backpacks and big weapons any day. So he looks great. I really like this guy. I think I shall be having to get him. I haven't actually bought a single. Tell a lie. Tell a lie. I bought a Snowtrooper. What did you do? Did you buy one?
I said I haven't either.
It's just there's so many of them. But I did cave on the Snowtrooper, and I think this might be my next one. He looks good.
Great looking figure.
I know.
A couple more Hot Toys here. This was kind of teased a while back. You didn't get to see the full shot, but there was the reveal and pre-order went up this week of the Rey or the Rey with BB-8 Hot Toys 6-scale figure.
That's right. This was again a kind of course you can't buy BB-8 in his own because it would just there'd be a hell of a lot of sales for that. But I'm not quite sure about this Rey's facial sculpt yet. But this could change.
I mean, some of the images look like most better at certain angles than others.
They do. It's sometimes human faces, they just absolutely nail it. Like I think they've nailed the look and the Princess Leia from A New Hope figures that are coming. But this one, don't know. Yeah, you're right. From certain angles, she's on the money. BB-8 looks very clean, and this is an early prototype. So there's a lot of work to be done in this, and this could just be vastly improved over time, and I'm sure it will.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive though.
It is. That's looking a little bit more weathered and dirty in that kind of picture there. But he was looking very clean in one of the other ones. But it's a great looking. So that's going to be, it's really not going to be that much bigger than the 6-inch scale. It's not going to be dramatically.
Well, I think
bigger.
In comparison, if people have the what is it, the Sphero BB-8, it's basically that size. It's a little bit, it's maybe. Well, I guess it's probably half, again, as big as the 6-inch one, so.
Yep. And price-wise, I was hoping this would be more around the kind of $230 range, but it is not.
Right. It's what
fuzzy here.
What was the price? $289 for the.
$289 it was for that. Yeah. Yep.
Otherwise, just her on her own is $225 if you didn't want to get BB-8. So
yeah.
Let's see what else. Some more 6th scale figures. Sideshow is now doing a weird thing, which they've not really done before. They're reissuing certain 12-inch figures. The first one here we'll talk about is the Boba Fett, which is kind of a redeco, stripped down as far as accessories go, and a different base than the exclusive, or not the exclusive, the deluxe one that came out a while back with the different base that had like the light up base from what looked like the carbon freezing chamber.
Funny thing is, I don't think the price has gone down.
No, it actually went up.
I think it's gone up. Exactly. So
it's like $20 more than it was back then.
Yep.
But
look, I mean, it makes sense to look back at your catalog and say, "Wow, this thing sold out fast."
Right.
Let's reissue it, retweak it. It's got a different SKU number, as you said. It's got different parts and slightly tweaked pieces, or less in some cases. So
yeah, like doesn't have the extra feet, and
yep.
I think that from what I looked, the weathering is a little bit different. I think the color of the flight suit is a little bit different. So
a bit more blue, yeah.
Yeah. It looks fantastic, but
it's. I mean, the last one was, I think it was just under 2.5 years ago, which it doesn't seem that long, but it was 2013, so just early 2013, so 2 years ago. So yeah, I mean, he sold out, and he was going for good money on eBay and secondhand market. So I sold mine in anticipation of the Hot Toys one, which I got. So. Yeah, you get plenty of choice. You've got Sideshow, you've got Hot Toys, you had the quarter scale Boba Fett recently. There was a premium format statue, I think, recently. There was the Macquarie Fett. So we're kind of spoiled for Fett. So, and you can bet there'll be more coming for sure. So,
and let's see, the next one is another reissue again, stripped down a little bit, but there are new parts. Darth Vader is getting a re-release.
That's right. That just appeared. Excuse me.
That was today.
Camera catches up. That was today. Yeah, this just popped out the blue. I did not expect this, but I guess new movie coming out. They're just, you know, everyone's going to be Star Wars mad again, and I'm talking about the general public necessarily, not necessarily the fans here who probably have already got one of these or several sets in some cases. But this was a great Vader, I should say.
Yep.
From Sideshow the last time. Beautifully done. And he looks to be really the same. I don't see any major difference at all. Less, again, you get less features, less hands, less parts, less glow base.
It still lights up a little bit there. Right.
Now, you know your chest plates for Vader. Is it New Hope? Is it Return of the
Jedi? That's Empire Strikes Back.
There you go. That was 1 of 3. Yeah, he's a good Vader. So if you haven't got Darth Vader to your collection, he sold pretty fast the last time, if I recall.
Yep.
Because he had tons of electronics in him. So yeah, very simple one. But again, the price is going up, I think.
Yeah, I don't recall what it went for last time.
But a good figure.
Let's
Plenty
see.
of Sideshow and Hot Toys stuff going on.
Right. One more reissue was the Imperial Probe Droid, which is kind of an odd one. I'm not sure. It either must have did really well the first time, or they just want to have another SKU out there available or something. I don't know. It seems like an odd one to reissue.
It is another odd one to reissue, and again, no kind of mention on it to say, "Oh, this is a reissue of this." It's just it's out there. So let me show that very quickly on screen. It's a great looking piece. I saw this again at I think San Diego and some other places this year, and it's a great piece. And electronics again, I believe, press certain parts and you get the kind of babbling noise that it makes in the movie.
Yep.
Lots of carbon scoring going on and detail. I mean, it's a beautiful looking piece.
Yep, and I think from the preview pictures they've shown, it doesn't include the snow that went over the base.
That's right. That's right.
So, I mean, if
otherwise, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird cost-cutting exercise to just remove that, and yet, I mean, yeah, it's kind of strange sometimes the way they do these things, but it's nice to get a chance to get them again. Sometimes the second-hand market has just inflated the prices of some of these collectibles so high, so I'm all for reissues personally. I like it. And there's a sound. Press the little button and you get the babbling sound that it makes. Yeah, welcome reissue.
Yeah. Let's see. This one here was one that this was shared on social media. A huge gallery of the S.H.Figuarts 6-inch figures. Just a ton of the ones coming up. Great looks at ones that haven't really been featured until now. A lot of Episode 2 product. You know, Mace Windu, battle droids. A cool CG, which I like quite a bit.
Even the battle droid, yeah, the super battle droid looks fantastic. Again, they're really capturing the kind of metallic look of it. You could almost think that's die-cast the way they've done that on some of these pictures.
It has a ton of articulation, you know, even in the hands where they could make little, you know, the hands kind of curl in.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. It looks really good. That's a stunning looking figure. They're on those Tamashii Nations stands. And we're showing around these older pictures, I think. Oh, that's the upcoming Royal Guard. He looks great.
Yeah. There were some other ones in there too, I thought, but maybe not. There was some episode.
Luke.
Oh, there we go. Luke. That Luke is fantastic.
That is good, actually.
That completely kills the Hasbro one that's coming out. It's twice the price, but
yeah. Let's get a little bit of a closer look at it. Yeah, that does look good. And he's always been one that's been hard to get. It's kind of hard to find a really satisfactory, good look in any style these days. They always never really get him quite on the money, but that's definitely a strong one.
Yeah.
It's in the last the Return of the Jedi one did have some issues. I'm getting some static again. Okay, my bad. My apologies.
Not terrible. It was just a little crackly here and there.
No worries. So, yeah, there were some other images in there. Just the Maul. He looked fantastic.
Yeah, with that speeder.
Yeah, that's excellent.
And all the different battle droids, the the red Geonosis ones, the security ones that have the blue marker, and then all the clones. Get the yellow, red, blue, green. Battle droids look awesome, folded up like that. OOM9. You could switch the heads with the battle droid, so you could put C-3PO's head on the Geonosis battle droid.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But beat that, Hasbro. Yeah, that folding down battle droid. That's phenomenal. That's very hard to do. They're so spindly, those droids, so very thin and hard to kind of get plastic that's rigid enough. So yeah, they're excellent.
Yeah. Very cool stuff coming from them. So that Mace Windu is pretty. He looks so serious in his facial sculpt.
He does.
Let's see. One more here was the Ronin Jango Fett, which is I think we talked about it once before, but we haven't really seen a good look at that. There was a picture posted on Twitter you had shared.
Yep, it was actually from the same photographer, Toho, who was on Flickr. That was the photographs we were just sharing a minute ago. So he took some great photos, and this one appeared in some of the gallery. But yeah, we got a chance to see that Django just up a little bit closer there, and it's literally just mostly a kind of repaint of the Boba, but it just looks good. The two of them together. I think that was the first decent kind of photograph I'd seen of them. So
yeah. It looks cooler in the silver versus. I mean, as much as I like the Boba Fett one, I think the Jango one looks more realistic. Just as funny as that sounds. But,
I agree.
Let's see what else. We've got some Lego bits here. You had shared over on Flyguy.net a huge gallery of 2016 product, which I love. Just there look to be a ton of affordable sets. I mean, as far as they're not overly huge. You're not getting these 150 plus dollar sets.
Exactly. One of the criticisms a few of us on a Lego podcast we do was just seeing how big some of the previous sets were. But this bunch here, we'll open these in just a second. We'll look at them. They are, again, super high res here, so it was nice to get a chance to really zoom in and see them. Lots of little detail hidden out of bush. Nice little bricks and extra pieces. Yeah, looking forward to this. Again, as you said, affordable, kind of mid-range set, microfighters again. The full set of 6 is coming back. You and I shared this many times. The is the one we're talking about, the Battlefront stuff.
Yeah.
So with the Rebels and that Shock Trooper pack's going to fly off the shelves. And again, that's an affordable hand carbonite Boba Fett Ugnaught set. That's going to be, $40, $30, $40, something like that. Under that price, anyway, I would imagine.
I would think you could get maybe a couple of those carbon freezing chamber sets and kind of build
the rest of it. Yeah, I agree. I'm hoping they do something like Rancor's. I was going to say Rancor's Palace, Jabba's Palace, and Rancor's kind of layer, where you connect the sets together. That would be a nice, second half maybe where there's a little piece where Luke and Darth duel or something, or I don't know, there's a Chewie and a Leia or something like that.
Yep.
That would be good. But yeah, there's a ton of photos. Obi-Wan and Starfighter and Rebels, and yeah, we shared I think a few of these before. And there's a Snap Wexley. And his, and a nice little trip builder there of the Snowtrooper as well. So yeah, plenty of new Lego here and so forth.
Very cool. Love all those things. I just want all of those. The only one I'm not really thrilled about is the ATRT or what is it? ATDP. Mm-hmm. That one is very sparse in its build, with just having those little legs, and it's not the greatest one of those microfighters.
No, I agree with you on that. It's there always seems to be one microfighter that kind of sucks a little. A battle droid or something that always sits kind of sadly on the shelf, and so yeah, there's a couple in there that are not great, but the Wookiee gunship's a bit, but can't be all popular.
Right. Let's see. Our friend again, Stud Shooter, had shared on Twitter Polybag X-wings showing up at Target, and these are the Black Squadron Resistance X-wings, which are pretty kick-ass, I think.
Yeah, they're kind of cool. I wish these came with a minifigure. I'd be all over them, but they are still cool. I'm seeing a lot of these at Walmart. It's like little boxes of mini bags of Lego for Christmas time. So there's a few other different stuff, different sets going on.
Yeah, this is good. I need a few of those.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
One to open and one to keep in the bag.
Nice, nice.
Let's see. One more here was that Stud Shooter had shared was the Rebels Stormtrooper Sergeant minifigure.
That's excellent. And it's coming up on December 13th. It'll be a purchase promo, probably $35, I'd imagine. So spend $35 or more and get this little guy. So
yeah. Hopefully they last longer than the promo does, so that you can just buy it outright for the $4 or whatever it is. Because the C-3PO one, which was our last promo figure, there are tons of those at a couple of my Toys R Us stores. I mean, just like, I don't know, I don't think he's really considered an army builder of any great proportions. So because I wanted to buy one just for, outright without having to spend the $35, and they said, no, we have to wait until the promotion is over, and then if we have any extras, then you could buy it. So I waited, of course, and there's just bins of large boxes just full of them. So
that's funny. I saw there was 50 at my local Toys R Us, and the next day I had to go back because I had to return something, all gone. So
just flipping them on eBay or something.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, a lot of people like these minifigures, so I don't know, it just depends.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to pick up a few of those Stormtrooper sergeants, like 20.
Sounds good.
Let's see. Moving on to a couple other bits here. This week on Monday, the Disney Elite Boba Fett went up for sale. In store at first on Monday, and then went up in the wee hours of the morning on Tuesday online, and it's gone in and out of stock a few times since Tuesday, but that thing sold out really early, as expected.
I'm a complete Boba whole bag. I mean, I'd buy everything with the damn guy on it, but this does not do it for me.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That paint just looks as if someone went a bit too mental with the silver.
Yep.
Just something about them. They're too heavy. I don't know, weird. But I know a lot of people love them. The packaging looks great. The stand is nice. And for $25, it's certainly a good price for a figure and a nice looking piece to collect. But yeah, just sadly not feeling love on these ones, which seem to be one of the very few people that does.
Yep.
So, there you go. Yeah, they've been up and down and in and out, and so hopefully not paying eBay scalping prices.
Yeah. Next one was Disney Infinity. Some of the Force Awakens figures that aren't supposed to come out until December 18th have started showing up in stores. I was tweeted the image you're showing there just the other day of Poe Dameron being found at Toys R Us.
That's a nice looking figure. It really does look good.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but at my stores, Disney Infinity is flooding everywhere. It's Walmart's, Target's, Toys R Us. There's no shortage. Best Buys.
Yep.
There's plenty of these things, and they all have deals to get them for like $11 or $10 or something. But I've often been able to go into stores and pick them up sometimes early as well. But mostly at Walmart's and Target's been denied once you get to checkout. So
Yeah.
Toys R Us is a little bit more flexible.
Yeah, Toys R Us didn't seem to have a problem selling this one too.
Oh, did they?
To Michael, it says, yeah, Toys R Us let me buy this even though they weren't supposed to be for sale, something like that on his tweet. But anyway, moving on to TV, movie, book, and game news, just a little bit here since there's been so much, there's just been so much marketing and promotion of the movie. We can't share it all, but we'll just touch on a couple things quick. I know people for a long time have been waiting for an outlet to get the new or the latest, final, whatever you want to call it, Force Awakens poster. That was available briefly, I don't know if it still is, through the Disney Movie Rewards program, which, you know, if you buy a Disney movie, you get these little card inserts inside the DVD case or Blu-ray case, which you can redeem for points on the Disney Movie Rewards site. Well, earlier this year, they had the teaser poster up for The Force Awakens, you know, which was just the Starfield with the Star Wars Force Awakens logo. And that was 500 points that you were able to cash in order to get that. And it's the theatrical poster, theatrical size, the, what is it, 27 by 40, two-sided, you know, so you could shine a light through it and everything. Looks really good. Now you can get the Force Awakens final poster through Disney Movie Rewards for 1,000 points. Of course, I have 600 right now, so I couldn't get it. So I don't.
My Blu-ray.
The site has been, ever since it was announced. Corey from Wolfpack Podcast sent me the link earlier today, and ever since that post went out, that it was available through that, the site has just been bogged down. People, I think, are trying to get it. So
I'm trying to now, and I cannot get into it at all. So. Disney Movie Rewards is a good one to sign up for. There's a lot of free surveys if you go into your account. I just did it recently. A lot of free surveys, do a couple of quick questions, and they give you like 50 points or whatever it may be. And there's actually a lot of promo codes still floating around the internet that you can add into your account and top it up kind of quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But like you, I don't have anywhere near enough to get these. I think even with buying Ant-Man the other day, it's still not quite anywhere near there. So.
Well, like I think the codes like that come in a Blu-ray, that's 100 points. So if you've got any old Disney movies, or I mean, I did this earlier tonight. I scoured through a bunch of movies that I had at home to see if I still had the little sheet of paper in there that had the points, and I was able to build up my account a little bit with those. But yeah, I still need to search through some drawers or something somewhere to see if I can find any more codes. But I'll try to search online too to see if there's any floating out there.
Promo codes. Some have expired, but there was a period of time this year they were given, like, you know, every day there was just points. But they expire as well. So if you don't register your movie rewards really quickly, they go. So you got to register them, otherwise you'll lose the points.
Yeah, like there was one I had available in the car, you know, the movie Cars. That came out several years ago, and I was able to redeem that tonight. Wow, so you could go back at least that far.
Well, some of the Marvel movies, like even if like the older, I think it's Captain America or Iron Man 3 and stuff like that, they've expired. You can't get some of the offers. So,
oh, okay.
Maybe that's what I'm getting confused. I'm confused with the Marvel offers, not the Disney Rewards offers. But either way, register your stuff quickly.
Yeah. Let's see. This was this last one here was something we talked about at the beginning of the show. There was a new Chinese exclusive Force Awakens trailer that was posted on YouTube. I shared it on the Yakface Facebook page. It is just full of crazy new footage from the film. It's, if you're spoiler sensitive, you might not want to. I mean, there's not, like I said, there's not a lot of spoilers in it. It's just so full of new footage that you might want to save it for a week and see it all, you know, as it should be shown on the big screen.
And it's introduced by Teen Idol, China's Teen Idol, Lu Huan. So I guess the kind of Canadian Justin Bieber, and off he goes and does nothing really. Just introduced to the new trailer, but it's God, it's just phenomenally good. It's just dark and sticky, and yes, so we won't share anymore. If you want to see it, click the show notes. But hats up to you for finding it. I didn't even know I've even looked at my Twitter feed much today, but yeah, that's a good trailer. It's just edited beautifully, really, really nicely.
Yeah, a lot of good dialogue, and just I can't, like I said, I just can't believe some of the stuff that's in it as far as from a visual standpoint. Hopefully it plays out as well in a movie format. We'll see.
Exactly.
That brings us to the end here with our reviews and new toy acquisitions and purchases for the week. How about you, sir? What did you do this week?
No reviews, just posted a lot of kind of galleries of upcoming Hot Toys and some of the ones we talked about, some Marvel ones and Iron Man and stuff like that. But purchases for me this week, still on an Aliens craze, I think I mentioned last week, and stunningly good figures from NECA. I picked this up from Wexley Toys, just a ton of other stuff. I'm buying them from other places wherever I can find them, so I'm catching up on Alien. And that's pretty much a couple of Funko little things. Got a Funko Pop Iron Man pencil from Funko, and of all the things to buy. And I did get non-Star Wars story, folks. Shaun of the Dead, Bloody Pops from Entertainment Earth, and the regular one from Dorkside Toys, and a few other pops and bits and pieces. But zero Star Wars. I didn't buy anything Star Wars, so I'm letting the side down. Oh, tell a lie. It's sitting right here. From Entertainment Earth, of the figures. So yes, love them. I just realized the R2 unit, of course, he's a repaint, but he has all the little compartments for all the tools, which you don't get.
Right. Kind of sucks about that.
But there we go. What about you?
A pretty decent haul. I can't remember if we talked about this last week, but I did receive the week Phasma finally.
Cool.
So I got to pick that up online from Disney Store. So that will go on my Phasma shelf back behind me at my work. I did acquire the hard to acquire, at least for a decent price, the Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot that came from the Funko Smuggler's Bounty box. Not bad. I bought it off eBay for about half of what, maybe a third of what the going rate was. So, I mean, I guess they were posted as high as 300 at one point. I didn't pay anywhere near. I think 50 is what I was able to get it for shipped. So, it's not bad for an exclusive like that.
The original Greedo, just a small point, not the vaulted recent one, which you can buy for like $10, has gone and has sold its times for $440. So people go nuts for Pop, so you get a bargain.
Yeah.
Before somebody tells you that's really expensive, actually it's really not. So
yeah. Let's see what else I get. I picked up the Polybag TIE Fighter from Target. Had to pick up a couple because it is so awesome. So got that, and then like I was on Periscope this morning when I strolled into my local Walmart and stumbled across a few of the exclusive Black Series figures. So I grabbed a Stormtrooper and Princess Leia. So, and then you had picked up that Kylo Ren for me last week. So I've got those figures that I need from that. And what else? I think that's it. Not a bad little week prior to 2 weeks before Christmas. Like I need to be spending money on myself, but
not to hell with Christmas.
Yeah.
Awakens is coming.
Yep. That's the real treat. So with that wraps up this week's show. We'd like to thank everyone for watching and sharing and commenting and everything. Sorry about the audio quality from last week. This week was quite a bit better, I think. So until our next show, I don't know if we'll do a show before we see the movie. Might be tough.
Well, the Wolfpack guys are determined to try and do something live. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll do something. So at some point, I'm sure there'll be something crazy like, "Oh my God, it's awesome!" So
yeah,
Jar Jar's in it or something. So
right. We'll try to do something. But if we don't speak next week, we will probably then do a show after, and we will do some sort of a recap of the movie and any other news that comes out. So thanks everyone again for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
See ya. Enjoy the movie.